Hello, everybody. Jack Olmsted, Port Townsend Pickleball. Welcome to another edition of Pickleball Game Analysis. Let me get right to sharing my screen. Whoa, this isn't really what I want to show you. We are going to go through the 2017 5.0 men's doubles match with Dave Weinbach, Aspen Kern on one side, and they're going to be playing Morgan Evans and Ben Johns on the other side. What we are looking at here, this is a blog, Student of the Game blog, and there's a link to this page in the description below, and the demonstration that I did last week with Jarek Rager is separated on this blog post with pictures, so that if you are interested in checking out the various pictures in more detail to find out more about them, then you can just click on the link right here in the description of the photo, and it will take you right to that section of the 49-minute video. And let's see, down here at the bottom, there is the video. If you want to just watch it from here, or you can click to YouTube and you can go watch the video. So here is the game. See, is there anything else I want to show you? Actually, I wanted to show you this right here, Port Townsend Pickleball Facebook group. There's a link in the description below. Click that link, come on over and join our group. I post 3 or 4 newsy articles every single day to keep you up to speed on what's happening in the world of pickleball. So without further ado, this is the second game of the 2017 Nationals Pickleball Tournament. And the reason why I'm doing this is Jarek and I, we went through and did 3 points and of the game, of the second game of this match. And then Jarek, he did the entire game, and you can see the shot breakdown here and the rally momentum graph here. So all the unforced errors, all the third shots, all the winners have been analyzed for this game. So I figured, hey, let me just analyze it and see what's going on. So here we go. Without further ado, let me turn off the audio so I don't have that. So Ben Johns is served over to Dave, and that looked like it was out. Who hit that out? That was Morgan Evans. Bam! Nice ground stroke. Look at. Let me slow this down a little bit. There we go. Look at Morgan. Classic tennis move. It looks like he's a little off balance back there. See, it's his right knee. No, that's left knee going out. Nice form. Right down the middle, and boom, just a little bit too much power. They're going to click paddles and go, well, that was the first point, side out. So Dave, with his classic Badger baseball cap, is going to serve it up for the first time. 0-0-1 into Ben Johns' backhand, and he puts a little slice on it. Watch him get down low, watches the ball, and now he's moving and hitting at the same time. Actually, his body was moving. His feet weren't. They were stationary. Dave hits it up to the line, hits it fast and furious at Morgan's. Morgan's going to slow it down. And now they're going to go into a little dink rally. Let's see how high Dave gets it over the net. He's hits it over to Aspen. Aspen's got nice form. Takes it off, takes it out of the air. Aspen takes it out of the air here. And bam! I don't know what was going on there. Can we tell? Oh, I'm going back too far. Oh, it looks like Ben was going to go up and get the ball, and then he decided, oh, I'm not going to get the ball, and just went off his paddle. Little indecision there. But if that isn't what you were thinking, Ben, post a comment in this video below. Let us know what you were thinking. Okay, what are we doing here? Here Dave is going to serve to Morgan. Into Morgan's forehand. Not very deep, kind of mid-court. But look, it doesn't get much of a bounce. Look at this. It's nice and low. And I like nice, long, and low. See, look at that. Barely clears Morgan's knee. He takes it with a flat paddle. Look how he brings his paddle up. Nice arcing, and that was, look at that. That hit way in the back. So Dave has to let the ball bounce. He's forced back, and not a very good third shot. I mean, Dave's trying to hit a third shot from way beyond the baseline. I don't know if that's the best move. Right to Morgan. Wow, that's an amazing little shot right there. A little dink. Look at, boom. Just over the net. Inches, millimeters. Ben kicks it back over to Dave's forehand. Oh, that was an attackable ball. That Ben John's right. Here, look how high up it goes. I don't know what he was trying to do with that. And Dave is right there. It's like, wham! See you later. Yeah, Dave's going, what's he thinking? Gives me an attackable ball. I'm gonna slap it back at him. I'm gonna win the point. Don't give me any attackable balls. Okay, this is a chance to see Dave serve. See a dropper. We can't tell. Looks like he's a dropper. I don't think he tosses the ball with his left hand. Some people toss. I'm a tosser. I don't know. Looks like he's a dropper. Look how his head is low. I think his knees is bent a little bit. And look at that's nice deep serve to Ben's backhand, and it's low. Look at again, even with the knee, low. Beautiful, beautiful stroke. Return, middle of the court. That's going to Aspen's forehand. So they should get pretty good position on this. Aspen gets a nice little third shot drop up there. Watch this. Over to Morgan. Where did that ball end up? Looks like Morgan won that point. Well, let's see here. Let's see the serve. Nice deep return. Let's see how high that bounces. They're playing with the Dura 40 ball. Comes right, look at it, comes up at waist level, not as low as Dave's ball, but it was deep. And look at Morgan. He hits it, and his body weight is moving forward. His feet are planted, but then as soon as he hits it, he's moving forward up to the line. Look at how Dave gets this ball. This is the third shot. He angles he's at about I don't know, 2 o'clock with his feet. Right here, look at his paddle, and his paddle goes up. He's not hitting it, he's pushing it. Look at his left arm. Nice balance. Look at his head. He's watching the ball, and he pushes almost with his toes. He's pushing off the court. Look at his elbow is bent. He's pushing up. Body weight, not with his arm. Look at, he pushes his body up to where his paddle is. Look at this. Okay, here he comes. Turns, 2 o'clock. Gets his paddle right there. Doesn't push it, doesn't get it back very far. That's as far back as he get. Right as his waist. Okay, he's just waiting for the ball. Here it comes. And he waits. See, it's dropping. He waits for it to drop. Then he pushes. Push. With his body weight. That's not with his elbow. Do we see this again? Okay. Turns. Gets his paddle back. Look at, he's bending his knees. He's getting down to the level of the ball. And then this, I'm going kind of crazy here. I'm forgetting what keys I'm hitting. Okay, right there. Okay. So now we can go one frame at a time. Right? Here, gets his paddle down. Look at, he's bringing it down. Look at, lower. And then then he just angles it a little bit. See that? And then it's a push. But look at his elbow and his wrist. It's in the same position. Same position. He's not pushing. He's not hitting it with his elbow. His elbow is in the same position. He's hitting it with his legs, his body weight. It's going forward. You see that? Folks, pickleball players out there, see, his elbow is still in the same position. Wrist, same position. Paddle is still in the same position. Same position. Look, he's almost on his tippy toes. See on his tippy toes? Close. I think the sole of his shoe is up. And so where does the ball go? Let's watch the path of the ball. He's moving forward. Nice high apex, and it bounces right over the net. Over to Aspen. And Aspen, I don't know. The percentage shot is to go cross court. Why Aspen thought that this was a good idea? There was no, he didn't put any spin on it. I don't know if he was surprised. I don't know. It happens. Happens all the time. And Ben Johns has an interesting serve again. Looks like he's pushing with his weight again. Let's see this. And it's interesting how his right and left arm kind of move together. Not bending his knee. There's Dave, his signature return. You watch that, the bill of his red cap right here. See, his head is low, still low. The ball is almost to the non-volley zone, and his head is still down. Let's do this one at a time. Still down. Now he's coming up. Once the ball is about even with the net, and Dave is running in to the non-volley zone. See how, yeah, see how, again, Ben Johns also is using his weight to get the ball up. And where's his paddle? Look at, it's low. Look at, it's like scooping. It's like he's scooping the ball. He's not hitting the ball. He's pushing the ball. He's scooping it up. Let's take a look at his elbow. Now he's moving his elbow a little bit, a lot more than David was or is. But he's putting his body weight behind it. Right in the middle, over to Aspen, over to Morgan, cross court, off the fly, back to Morgan, cross court, and just look at how soft a touch Aspen has with this ball. I mean, I bet you put a sheet of paper between the ball and the net. That's about all the room you've got. Just dribbles down over the net. And look at how low it is. It's not going to bounce. Bounce right there. And again, Ben Johns scoops it up. Look how Morgan, with this dink, comes over. He's not hitting it. Look at where his paddle is. It's almost perpendicular to the ground. There it is. He's got an angle with the paddle. His wrist is not moving, and he's just pushing it up. And look at his feet. With that, about 3 o'clock, he's almost sideways. His foot is almost parallel to the non-volley zone here, the non-volley zone line. And now he gets ready, and another nice little dribble over the net. Back to Morgan, middle of the court, a slam to Ben, back over to Morgan, over to Aspen, to Dave, back to Morgan. Look at how he cuts that ball. I mean, that's something that I think people should really drill on. Be like Morgan. Bouncing. Look at that. Look how low he gets. Dave pushes it back over to Morgan's backhand. Really? That's how it ends? Into the net. Yeah, look at Morgan. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's my best shot. I do that all day long. Oh, a little bit too much. Here's that famous Morgan whip serve, but it's middle of the court. Doesn't get out. It's got a little spin on it. Middle of the court to Ben. They're calling that out. Yeah, that looked out. But they got a little shootout fast. Rips it right at Aspen. Back, back, boom. Couldn't handle the pace. Okay, here we go. Morgan serving, and they're stacking over here on the other side. Ben and Morgan, they're stacking. Here's that whip serve. Dave runs around his backhand to get his forehand. Run, 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 run. And look at, he still has his head down. Still down. See where the ball is. Still down. He's looking at the ground. Now he brings his head up right when the ball is maybe halfway over the non-volley zone. Nice. Look how deep that goes. And again, he's not putting too much on it with his elbow. Just a little bit. Middle of the court, right into Ben John's forehand. No, Morgan's forehand, sorry. Morgan's just like, okay, I'm just going to whip this right down the middle. Bam! And Dave can't believe it. Dave's like, hey, Aspen, that's your forehand. That's my backhand. That's your forehand. You take this much of the court. That should be your ball. You're going to get those in the future? Watch this. Not happy camper. See, there he's talking to him. You're going to get those in the future, right? Those are yours, right? Right? Okay, we're on the same page. You're going to get those right there. Those are your balls. Here goes Morgan with his whip serve, middle of the court. Goes back. Nice return from Aspen. I like the forehand. Right, middle of the court, though. Over to Dave, middle of the court. Back to Dave, getting in a shootout. Dave is ready. Dave is loaded. Ready and loaded for this to come back to him. Boom, boom, boom. Bam! Did he hit the net? Yeah, he hit the net. At least it looked like he hit the net. Okay, here we go. Oh, look how close that is to the non-volley zone, this backhand return. It's got a lot of spin on it. It just sits up for him. I don't know what that does. It just sits there. Aspen, look how low Aspen is. He's pushing third shot drop in the middle to Morgan Evans off to the corner. He's doing a cross court right down the middle. And Dave is like, that's yours. That's yours. He's moving over. And it doesn't look like Aspen got there in time. Got there a little late. Yeah, I took it off the edge guard of his paddle. Oh, that's a nice deep return. Nice deep serve. Over to Dave's backhand. Dave's picking it off the backhand. Now, this is interesting. You'd think that this ball, since it's landing right here, about 4 inches from the center line, that would be Aspen's ball. But Dave's picking it up on his backhand. So Dave is taking this much of the court in reality. Although he says, this is your domain, Aspen, Dave's there. But nice third shot drop from this backhand. And it looks like he throws a little underspin to it too. Again, look at him get down there. Looks like, yeah, he's going under the ball, so he's throwing some underspin, but then he's going up. See that little hop that he makes? That's how he gets that ball right over the apex. See the apex of the ball? Where's the apex of the ball? Right there. That's where the apex is, right about there. Then it starts to fall. Bam! Morgan's like, that's such an easy ball. But he's going directly back to Dave. Why doesn't he go cross court over to Aspen? That's a higher percentage shot. Dave's right there. Okay, here is Aspen. It's nice that he has his name on his shirt. Look how low he gets with his serve. Look, he's a big guy. He's bending down. And then he pushes. See, a dropper? See how? No. Nope. See his hand? I think he's a tosser. I think he tosses it up. And look how flat it is. It's not a sidearm. He's hitting from the bottom up, kind of a push. Over to Ben's backhand. That was a nice deep return from Ben Johns. Has the short hop it. He's got Aspen back. Aspen gets down low. Over into the corner, going cross court. Down to his feet. Ben Johns is like, oh yeah, I'm going to kick it. What happened? It's in the net. Oh. It happens. I guess what's Morgan doing? Going, okay, that's okay. You get 9 out of 10 of those. Don't worry about it. Yep. Come on. What do we got here? Nice. Look how low this ball gets. Boom. Almost down to Morgan's knees, and he's just kind of getting down and throwing a little side spin on it. Coming up to the net. Great third shot from Aspen. Look at this. Boom. Right into Morgan's backhand. What's Dave doing? And now Dave is taking this real estate. He's over in Aspen's side. That's his backhand. I don't know why he's doing that. Dave is in the middle. Yep. They're going to Aspen all the way. Oh yeah, you're gonna hit it to me right there. Oh yeah, bam! When was that point over? Oh, Aspen. Aspen caused that. Right here, Aspen takes it out of the air. Look how low he is. Look how low he is. Then he slaps it over to Ben Johns. Catches him a little off guard. Look at he's popping up in the air. And Aspen is right there. It's like, oh great. Bam. He's probably trying to get down the middle. But got it down to Morgan. Yep. Aspen's got a nice backhand. I guess that's a backhand slap. Right? Right here. Nice and low, and bam. It's interesting how Ben Johns is trying to dig. He knows it's coming, and he's trying to hit it with two hands. Haven't seen that before. When you know it's coming, hold your paddle with two hands, I guess, to try to take the pace off of it. Nice deep serve. Okay, that's what you expect. Dave's taking all that real estate. Nice third shot over to Morgan. Oh yeah. Look how low Dave gets to this. Nice third shot. Gets down low, and just pushes his arm. I mean, swings his arm. See right here? No elbow. Shoulder. Oh, maybe that. Boom. Oh yeah, he hits it with his elbow. Wham. Or he moves his elbow and he didn't hit it with his elbow. What's that? What are you finding on the ground there, Dave? Something's bugging him. It's on the ground. What is this? What is that? Whatever it is off the court now. Oh. It looks like they are winning. Okay, let me move this a little forward. Okay, Aspen's going to serve. Okay, here we go. Boom. Nice deep. Got some side spin over to Dave's. Dave takes it on his forehand. It's got a little off pace. over to Ben Johns. Ben just like, bam, come on, bam. Morgan, come on. Oh. And he got it to the baseline. That was a great get. What? Look at that. That was a, oh my God. And Dave got it, and it goes all the way. It turns into a lob. He's not watching the ball. He doesn't know where the heck it is. Way in the backcourt. This is Morgan tries to do a third shot. I mean, a drop shot. But look at, not very good. Aspen was able to get it off the fly. But look at, as soon as Ben sees where it's going, look at his face. Oh, boy. I'm going to smack that baby right into the net. No. They thought they were out of the point. It's a great point. If you're on Team Aspen, Weinbach. Bouncy bounce. Okay. What's going on here? Boom. Does Ben Johns even move his feet for this ball? No, he just moves his body. He's planted. He's like a potted plant. He bends his knees a little bit. Really? This is the return? I think that return is because he didn't move his feet. He just sat there waiting for the ball to come. I think that just lost the point. Bam. Yeah. That return from Ben Johns lost the point. They didn't have a prayer. So what is he doing? You got to move your feet a little bit. Get your paddle back before the ball gets to you. Of course, we have the luxury of slowing this all down. Now we can see up close and personal Aspen's toss. See, he tosses it a little bit. And he comes back. We're talking about the serve over here. Nice deep serve. And Morgan, he throws a little side spin on it. High to low and back. And look at how Dave gets underneath the ball for this third shot. He's coming down, turns his body, turns his feet, waits for the ball to get low, to drop low. His left arm is out for balance. He's, totally absorbed into the point, and he pushes off with his feet, his body weight. Looks like Dave just got a little aggressive there. That's out. See, the referee is going with his finger in the air. See if the referee is watching the non-volley zone line. That's what they're supposed to be doing. Not watching the ball, but watching the feet at the line here. Oh, what happened there? Oh, he tried to go around the post. Nice deep serve. Nice return. That was a nice third shot. I don't know if it was a nice third shot. Look how high it bounces for Aspen. The apex of the ball is like the net, which means you're going to get a high bounce off of that. Comes down. Oh, it's almost even with the net. So Aspen, he's got his weight on his right foot. He's going back. And he's throwing some top spin on it to get it over the net. Now that's coming back. Right into Dave's chicken wing. And looks like the referee is looking at the feet. He's not looking at the ball, right? He's looking at the feet. That's a good job. Oh, got into it a little bit too much. Come on, let's go back. Let's see. Morgan serve. Boom. Middle of the court. Dave's return. Almost clears. Very close to the non-volley zone, right there. So that's going to allow Morgan and Ben to come in. Oh, isn't that interesting? Ben gets down low, waits for the ball to drop. Then he pushes up to Dave's forehand. And it looks like he hits Dave on the elbow. No, I don't know. Is that right? I don't know. I think it missed him. I don't know. Put a comment below. Did he hit Dave or did he miss him? That, I don't know. I would have had to say, bounce the ball. Look at it. I think that was going to be very close. That could have been out. But that's one of those split-second judgments that you make when you're playing. Ben's got to hit it, and it's going to take him off the court. But that's one heck of a fine ball that he hit with his backhand. Takes Aspen off the court. What? Oh, Aspen goes around the post. Boom. Aspen's like, okay, backhand around the post. Morgan gets it a little high, and that goes out. That was a great point. around the post. Hits it. Nice little lob. Boom. Out. Yeah, we have dogs. Bark, bark, bark. In fact, one of the names of the dogs is Barkley. Bark, bark, bark. And that's Barkley. Barking at nothing. We got some snow. We don't get very much snow here in Port Townsend, but we got snow tonight. And so it gets him a little on edge. Plus, my wife's not here tonight. So he's expecting any little noise out there is her coming up the driveway. Come on, what's going on? So anyway, he barks, he stops, he barks, he stops. Hopefully you don't hear too much of that. Okay. Whoa, that is a nice return. How does he do that? He's moving his feet. Moving his feet. Look at his right foot is almost parallel to the baseline. It's the ball, plants the feet. Nice deep return. Not a good third shot. Bam! Dave's like, hey, don't hit me. Dave saw it coming. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ben finally got one to go over the net. What has he got? 2, 3 of them in the net from that position? Got one over. On this game, I'm sure his ratio is pretty high. That was a low. Or not very, yeah, very close to the non-volley zone. So that's going to allow Dave to hit and run. Nice deep return. Nice deep return to Ben. And that is looks like he put some top spin on it. He's all the way back behind the baseline, and his back foot, see his left leg go up into the air, and all his weight is on his right foot. He's leaning back, and he's pushing the ball up. And the apex of the ball is, probably the middle of their non-volley zone, Morgan and Ben John's non-volley zone. And then it just drops. It drops. It drops. And that Duraball doesn't bounce very high. And it gets right over to Dave's backhand. Boom. Dave's ready for it. Oh, look at his paddle. He put some underspin on it. Look at that. He went from high to low to sideways. But he didn't go to low. He went from high, middle, sideways. So he's throwing a lot of spin on it. And all what Ben Johns is doing is letting it drop, watching the spin, and then just pushing it back over to Dave. Dave's taking it cross court over to Morgan. And look how close he is to the edge of the line over here. We're almost over in the corner, non-volley zone, right there. Dave's going back and forth. Back over to Ben. Oh. He thought he was going to get it back to Dave. Dave's trying to get that Ernie. What happened? Oh, looks like he was trying to whip it. He's trying to whip it. Yeah, see, look at his paddle started from here and then it goes up. So he's trying to throw some spin, some top spin to bring it, to go from low to whip it over the net. And it just catches the tape. Boom. That's pickleball. Not much you can do about that. Nice deep serve from Morgan. Look at that. See that again. Bam. Off the screen. Nice return from Aspen. Watch this return. Boom. I don't know about nice. In the middle of the court. Which means these guys can move up very quickly. Nice third shot. Back over to Dave. Dave gets down low. Cross court over to Aspen. Aspen is sitting there waiting. He's just waiting for that to come to him. So now he moves. Moves kind of like a cat. Throws his whole body behind it. He's not putting his arm behind it. See this? Watch this. Here it comes. Here it comes. There's his paddle. And he's just pushing it all back. He's done this thousands of times. And he's got lots of pace. And he's just pushing it over to Ben. Has Ben got his paddle in the ready position? Doesn't look like he's got two hands on it. Okay, enough of that. He went from that position and just couldn't handle the heat. Middle of the court, back to Dave. They're both in the middle of the court. Let's see that. Yeah, he's in the court. Go two. They stop. Morgan didn't move up. Ben Johns moved up. Right there. See, Morgan's not moving up. He's planted. Ben moving up. Moving up. And Dave is just pounding the ball. See how he waits and then he delivers? Wait. Bam. Bam. It's all backhand. All backhand. Goes into Ben John's backhand. Right down the middle to Aspen's forehand. Not very deep. That's a nice third shot. He's coming up with down, up. Ben Johns over to his backhand, trying to keep Aspen in no man's land. A little dink over the net. Or dink down the middle. Off the tape. Just didn't have a touch. I don't know what he's trying to do. I mean, what's the advantage of getting it over to the sideline on Dave's forehand? He can easily move kind of behind him. Maybe that's what he was trying for, which would have been a very high percentage shot. High risk. I don't know about the reward. I don't know what it would bottom. You're going to move them off the court. Whoops, what happened there? Whoops. Let's go back. Third shot, a drop shot that didn't get over the net. Okay, here we go. A forced error. Okay. Nice, smooth. He turns his body, pushes up. Interesting, he doesn't have his head down for these. Yeah, he just pushes up. Over to Dave's backhand. He had some spin on that, didn't he? Yeah, you can see the spin. Back across the net, side, cross court over to Aspen in the corner. Takes it off the fly, over to Morgan. Back to Morgan's, forehand. Hits it over to Dave's backhand. Over to Aspen. And Aspen tries to short hop it. And is unsuccessful. Oh, he wasn't ready for it. Okay. What happened there? Into Aspen's forehand. Into his backhand. Into Aspen's backhand. Look at him turn. Nice return. Yeah, that point was lost on Morgan's third shot. Watch this. He pushes up way too high. Dave just slaps it back at Morgan. Morgan's trying to come in. And Dave just like hitting on a backboard. Bam, bam. You want to come up? You want a piece of this? You want a piece of this? Here you go. Pickleball sandwich. Was that a return? Into Morgan's backhand. Did Morgan take that? Whoever took it got it into the net. Okay, Aspen's going to look at this. Look how low Dave gets to this. Okay. Low. That's low. Look at his feet. 2 o'clock. Maybe his right foot is 3 o'clock. Yeah, almost parallel to the baseline. And he just pushes up. And look at his left arm. Look how it's out there balancing this stroke. Pushing up. Way too high. I don't know about that. Pushing up. Oh, yeah. Bam! Right to his feet. No chance. Who served that? Looks like Dave serves it. Not very good. Just clears the kitchen over to. Yeah, not a good third shot. That's high. Bam! Yeah. Okay, looks like Ben has 2 of those. Now what's going on? Okay, here we go. Bouncy, bouncy, bounce. Okay, ready? Here it goes. Middle of the court. You know, you want to get these serves towards the baseline. Not a good serve. And that was a great return. You see that? Aspen's putting some spin on it, getting it back towards the baseline, deep. And Ben has to wait for the ball and get back, and now he's pushing it off. He's got to stay back there. Okay. Ooh. Unforced error on Aspen. Let's see this serve. Nice deep serve. Not a good return. Not a good drop shot. That was a great return from Dave. Did he hit that as a backhand? I think so. And he hit it to Morgan's backhand. Nope, hit him to forehand. And it looks like Morgan was running up to the non-volley zone before he was hitting the ball. He was running and hitting, not a good combination. You got to stop, hit the ball, then you got to go. Hitting and going. Recipe for disaster. Here we go. Wham! Into Aspen's backhand. Nice deep return. And look at how Ben works that. He's taking a couple of steps back. Oh, that was on the line. Ben's moving in, moving in. That's another underspin. And look at how Aspen gets down low on this. Turns, turn, turn, turn. And then he's bending his knees. He's getting down low. Look how low he gets. Not much of a backswing. He's getting low and he pushes the ball. Look at the angle of his paddle. Pushing it up. It's not a swing. It's a push, folks. I thought I went backwards. Let me go backwards. Boom. Backspin is going to stand up for him. And then he just gets underneath it and he pushes up with his body weight. Over to Aspen. That's a nice shot. You know, some people just say you have to get it to the non-volley zone. It just has to get him out of position. Down at his feet. Thought it was out. Boom. What's going on here? Ben John's middle of the court, right back to Aspen. Down to Aspen, he's in the non-volley zone. Oh, he's in the no man's land. But he's able to get down and pick it up off his shoelaces. Hits it over to Dave. Dave is just going to dink it over there in the corner. Look how he gets his paddle back. Watch this. See, is it coming? And he scoops it. See that? He gets it back and then he scoops it. He's not hitting it. He's scooping it and pushing it right there. That's a push. That's not a hit. Where does this paddle end up? Oh, you can't see it. Or to Morgan. And that's pretty low too. Look at this. And Morgan is throwing some spin on it, bringing it up. I'd say that point was won with Dave with this shot. Well, I think Morgan got a little bit too aggressive. He tried to get it right to Aspen. Aspen's ready. Boom! That's it. So come on over. There again. There's a link to the Pickleball game analysis page or to the demo page, and you can take a look at the stats for this game. Team A, Ben and Morgan, Dave and Aspen. Total shots for everybody was 287 shots. Longest rally was 25 shots. Average rally was 7.76. Number of rallies 37. Third shots, Ben had 12. Morgan had 4. Look at that. Ben had more third shots than anybody. And these guys are pretty balanced between David, Aspen, and Morgan, only 4. Unforced errors. Who had the most? Ben had the most. Well, that's interesting. Aspen and Dave had 22 unforced errors. Morgan and Ben had 14. I don't know what the percentage is there. But there's 6, 8. 6, 8. Yeah, 8 more. Oh, no. That's total. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ben and Morgan had 14. And Dave and Aspen had 8. So that makes sense. 22. Okay, and he even has these columns in yellow, so you don't get that confused. Winners, look at very well. They have 5 winners. Looks like the story here was the third shots. They made more third shots. They made less unforced errors. They had the same amount of winners. Forced errors 4-3. 22 serves. That makes sense if they won. Attackable balls. They had 9 tackable balls, whereas Ben and Morgan had 6. And here you got the net chords. Efficiency rating, according to the stats here, Dave was the most efficient of the 4 players. And this is very interesting. I would suggest that you check out this section, which is right here. I think all you have to do is click on it. Actually, you click on it and you click right here on the rally momentum, and then you'll go to the spot on the video where this is explained. But this is very interesting. This is the entire game on a bar graph, on a line graph. I found that very interesting. Anyway, the link to this page is in the description below. There's a link if you want to watch the entire match without me rambling on top of it. And thank you so much for watching. Again, check me out over on Port Townsend Facebook page. And check out all the other games that I have analyzed. I think this is the 40th game that I have analyzed. There's a link to the YouTube playlist in the text box below. And I shall see you on another live stream broadcast. Bye.